Wahaboriginalz.
We're in talk mode. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Talk Mode. It has been a while. I'd call this a Dear Diary episode, I think. And today's topic is New Year's resolutions. Do you believe in them? Do you set them? Do you actually follow through with them? And you know what? I've always looked at New Year's resolutions as, if you really want to make a change, you want to do something different with yourself or make an improvement in your life, well, you can start that at any time. But a lot of people find it easier to start this thing with the new year, new me, that sort of mentality. And you know what? It does work for some people. They do say the statistics show that most people fail on the New Year's resolutions by February, but you know what? It's worth a shot and it's worth a try. The one thing I would say though is if you're going to set New Year's resolutions, there's got to be some sort of structure around it. You know, you have people who say, I just want to be healthier. Well, how are you measuring that? Or you want to say, I wanna save money, but you don't have a target in mind. Or you say, I just want to be a better person, but then don't set yourself any specific things that you would do to see if you actually achieve that and attain that. So it's time to put my business degree to some use, and I am thinking that if you are going to set New Year's resolutions, and if you believe that this is the year you're going to actually follow through with them, then you should set SMART objectives. Now, for those of you who don't know what SMART is, it is a structure used in business to set objectives for yourself or your company or whatever. And the SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So essentially, if you're going to set a goal for yourself, you got to make sure it's specific, so it's focused on a specific thing and has a tangible outcome. You want to make sure it's measurable, so that throughout the year you can see how you're doing towards your goal. You want to make sure it's attainable, so yes, goals should be challenging and it should be something special that you're trying to achieve. But at the same time, you don't want to be like, I want to become a millionaire by the end of the year, and you know that's not attainable. So you got to make sure that it is something that you can achieve. Relevant in the sense that you got to be real with yourself. It's got to be a goal. Again, it kind of relates to it being attainable. It's got to be a relevant goal that would apply to your life, and that's something you could achieve. And then finally, you gotta put, it's gotta be time bound. So you gotta have some sort of deadline for when you're looking to achieve this goal by. Now, I'm gonna use this structure to give you some examples of some goals you could potentially set. So for example, let's say for me, one of the goals I do want to set for myself this year is to put out more podcasts and put out more episodes, more specifically. So let's be more specific with that. My goal is to put out one episode every week for the next year, which would mean I have to put out 52 episodes. So that is specific, that is measurable, because I can see how I'm doing week to week. It's attainable, certainly, because these episodes, sometimes it's hard to come up with ideas and stuff, but really, if I put my head down and focused, I could do it. It's relevant because, well, you know what? It's realistic for me to go for that. I'm started this podcast and it's been a while since I've uploaded episodes. Life gets in the way and stuff, but it's relevant. We can get some episodes out, and it's time bound because I'll be able to see by the end of the year if I have hit my 52 episodes, one a week. So that's the kind of goal you want to set. Now, look at some of the common New Year's resolutions we see, man. Let's use them as an example and see how we could make them SMART objectives. So, for example, I want to be healthier this year. Well, let's put some time scale and some smartness to that, if that's the word. So, for example, let's be more specific with it. You want to be healthier. Does that mean you want to lose weight? You want to eat healthier? You want to change your eating habits? What exactly is it? What's the thing? So let's say you want to lose weight. Well, be like, alright, I want to reach this certain amount of weight. For the sake of the ease of the example, let's say I want to lose 12 kilos next year. Well, that's measurable because it's a figure. I can actually weigh myself throughout the year and see if I'm hitting that goal. Secondly, it can also be measured by, if it's 12 kilos, well, that's a kilo a month. So I can look at myself in January, I can look at myself in February and be like, well, I've lost 2 kilos. I'm on target. Is it attainable? Well, only you can answer that. I think it is. It is definitely attainable. For example, in this example, if you want to lose 12 kilos, yeah, certainly attainable. If you do the right things and improve your eating habits and go to the gym and get more exercise, definitely attainable. Is it relevant? Well, yeah, if you feel like you're unhealthy or you want to just slim down a bit, then it is relevant. And time bound. Well, certainly time bound because you put yourself on a deadline to achieve that by the end of the year. So that's another example of how a SMART objective would be better than a standard, I want to be healthier this year, New Year's resolution. So those are the kind of things that I'm talking about with this. Now, it's a whole other thing to turn around and say, do they even work? I mean, New Year's resolutions. Well, if you put yourself and discipline yourself in this kind of manner, I think they've got a better chance of working out. So, if you guys are interested in doing that, let me know what you set in as your SMART objectives, New Year's resolutions for this year. Let's do one more example, just to round it off. One common New Year's resolution is clearing debts or saving money. Well, money is already numbers, so it's going to be really easy to measure. It's going to be quite easy to make it specific. And the deadline's already in place for the year. So let's say you got debts, 1,200 quid. Well, you want to pay off 100 quid a month. And by the end of the year, you'll have cleared that debt. And that's how you would measure it. Once again, SMART objectives are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. And I think that's enough for today. We just discussed New Year's resolutions. Let me know in the comments what resolutions you've set for yourself and whether this SMART framework is helpful in setting those for yourselves. I want to wish everyone a very happy Christmas if you're celebrating Christmas, and happy holidays if you're not. Hopefully we'll be back in the new year, starting our objective of hitting 52 episodes next year, one a week. Thank you guys very much for listening. Leave us a rating on iTunes if you found this useful. Take care. Goodbye.